If you are sitting alone, there's plenty of room at my table.
Hey,
Hi.
you have a habit of making a big deal at lunch on the first day.
Yeah, kinda. I don't like the idea of people sitting alone when they could be making friends and memories.
I'm Elijah Abraham. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Elijah. I'm Morgan Draper. Hey, you in the hood. Come over here. I want to be your friend. I'm Morgan. What's your name?
Xavier.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you. Can you speak up?
I said my name is Xavier.
Hey, you have to take your hood off. Love your hoodie, but it's against dress code and a safety violation. Hope to see you in class. You can wear it after I take the roll.
Hey, I'm Elijah.
Hey, Chloe! First day and already getting told off by the teacher. Are we?
I bet that this girl is just pretending to be your friend. You'll be back in the corner by the end of the week.
Hey, leave my new friend alone. Leave the kid alone. It's not your place to judge as you were there once upon a time.
If you're gonna stick up for him, get out of our group, Winter.
Fine, I'll do just that. Hey there. Hi, I'm Winter. Everyone else is?
Elijah.
Morgan. And my shy friend over here is. His name is Xavier. Nice to meet you all. I'm assuming we're all freshmen. Yep, we all have the same class year.
Why is cafeteria food so horrible?
My mom made extra sandwiches, if you want one. They're all turkey provolone on white.
Yes, please.
Do you think that you have one I can have? My mom likes to take care of everyone. So do I. So I made cookies to help make positive impressions in school. These are really good.
Xavier, man, you've got to try one.
Don't worry, they're not poisoned. I know that anxious pitted stomach face. Ah, so you've got a sweet tooth. Doesn't everyone? Oh, guys. Remind me to never make cookies for you guys again.
No.
No. That's what I thought. What class do you guys have next?
Biology 101.
Same.
Same. I have Mrs. Whitebell.
Same.
Same.
Do you think that Winter has it too?
Maybe she's headed that way.
Let's go catch up then. Race, you guys. How are you? So fast.
Bullies.
First day, and we already have races.
You're gonna have to work hard to be able to beat me.
At least I can keep up.
Because I have plenty of time, and I don't want attention for stupid reasons. Oh, hi, Mrs. Woods. Sorry about them. Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I said good afternoon, class. She said good afternoon. Say it like you mean it.
Oh, already the first day. And you are already a teacher's pet, a Winter.
Miss Rains, we do not tolerate bullying in this classroom. No name calling, teasing, or other form. I will let it slide because you did not know, but please shut your mouth. Thank you, Winter. Now, let's try one more time. Good afternoon, class. Class, my name is Mrs. Whitebell, and today we will be having an easy day. The first day of high school is always tough, so I'm going to let you mingle. Feel free to move around and I'll make a seating chart based on where and with whom you sit.
Dang, you should join our club. You are really good. Yo, Winter. Check this out.
Please, can I see it? Whoa, it's beautiful. Where did you learn to draw like that?
Just. I just picked it up.
Are you taking art this year? Huh? You should?
Really? You think so?
Yeah. We could also have that same class then.
I mean, I have an open spot in my schedule.
You should take it. Right, Elijah? Oh?
You wanna see some other sketches?
Yes, please.
Who would have guessed? The kid who locked himself away and the most popular girl in our class getting along so well.
I could have guessed it.
You think?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
Fragments of this day have been déjà vu.
Yeah, I guess they have. What are you into?
And not much?
Oh, come on. Everyone likes something.
No, I'm not that special.
Not special. You are special. Without you, none of us would be here as friends.
Class, I'm going to have a few microscopes set up in the backward sides if you want to see what we will be doing.
Not much, huh? You seem to have a thing for science.
What?
Whoa, that's cool.
That's the nucleus, and inside of that is the nucleolus. That makes RNA, and none of our organs would exist without it.
Haha, that's really cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever thought of joining a science club?
No, I'm not smart enough.
Not smart enough. That's not true.
I just remember random facts. My memory sucks.
But that's the point of a science club. You learn new things and use random facts on a team.
No, I don't. Have time anyways.
Why not?
I have to take care of my siblings.
It's only an hour a week, and it's during school.
No, I have to make sure my siblings are okay.
I could take care of them while you are at the club.
No, my parents would hate that.
Why?
They're really entitled.
Oh,
No, don't be embarrassed. My parents are just really specific. It was really kind of you to offer.
you should still think about it. If you decide to do it, I can get you a spot.
Yeah, maybe I'll come to a meeting or two. Xavier's going to join art. Really? That's great. What's going on here? Nothing. Are you sure?
It's nothing. We were just talking about Morgan joining a science club.
Yeah. That's cool. Do you enjoy science, Morgan? Yeah. Maybe you will have to tutor me sometime. Science was never my strong suit. Yeah, sure. What do you guys have next?
I have English.
Same. What about you, Winter? Art with Mrs. Fox. Xavier, you're coming with me?
Oh, okay.
Ha ha ha.
What's so funny?
Those two. I swear. Not even a day, and they are acting like best buds.
He's been adopted by two extroverts.
And a nerd?
Oh, so you're admitting you're a nerd already.
I've been a nerd since middle school. Miss Woods is gonna kill me.
Why?
Earlier.
Good afternoon. 7th period of the first day.
7th already?
We're going to mingle around, wander, whatever. I can't wait. Can you believe that it's already 7th period?
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Where's the teacher?
I don't. Hello, class. My name is Miss Fox. This is my assistant, Mr. Rivers.
Hello!
We have an excited person I hear. Now, let's get inside and I will explain a few things. So this may sound odd to you, but your dear art teacher is blind.
Weren't some of the best artists sight impaired?
Very good. You're the same kid that said hello. What's your name?
It's Xavier.
Liam, was there an Xavier on the roster? I don't remember there being one.
No, there's not.
Miss, this period would have been a free period for me. Ah, Winter brought me along.
Any new artists are welcomed. Now, would everyone else introduce themselves? I'm Winter. Nice to meet you all. Now, we are going to start with a simple drawing. Pick an object in the room and draw it. How do you think she is going to grade her artwork if she can't see?
I bet she can still kinda see. Maybe her mind's eye?
Maybe. I thought that was just a myth, though. Blind people still being able to see.
I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. This year is going to be interesting, though.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And only a couple of hours ago you didn't even want to talk with anyone.
I just really like art.
How is it going? Good. I wish you could see Xavier's picture. It looks like an exact replica of your cane. Xavier, would you tell me about it? Xavier, she can't see you. I'm sure it's good. Tell me about it, and I will tell you anything about me.
It's of your cane. I tried to make it textured so that when you touch it, you can feel it instead of trying to see it. You can touch it if you want.
Xavier, that's amazing.
It honestly could be better. It's not my best.
Stop right there. Yes, there are always ways to make a piece better, but this is amazing. No one has ever thought to make it to where I can feel it.
Really? I just thought that with your eyes, rather than make you struggle to see something you can't, I'd make it easier to do that.
It's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Told you that you were awesome.
I mean, it's honestly not my best work. It's super rushed and...
Stop it, Xavier. She loved it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but...
No buts.
It's really not good.
It is. Stop saying it isn't. Oh, don't be mad at me now.
I'm not.
Your actions say otherwise.
It's just...
Just what, Xavier?
It's not good.
Xavier,
Yeah,
just accept the compliment.
fine. Thanks.
All right, class. See you tomorrow. Bye, Miss Fogg. Do I make a good model?
Heck.
Xavier, wait. Oh? Oh my God, are you okay? I didn't mean to scare you, Xavier. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Elijah.
Hey, Winter. Xavier, how was art?
Our art teacher is blind. Xavier drew the coolest drawing of her cane that was even textured for her to feel. Xavier, come on, it's okay. We don't bite. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention and you scared me. Fight or flight, I guess.
Sorry. I guess I can be a bit.
Extra?
Try, bubbly.
That works too.
Well, shoot. What's wrong? The buses. Sorry, guys. Got to go.
Damn it. Same.
Bye, Miss Popular.
Hey, how do you get home?
My dad picks me up.
Lucky. I normally walk.
I could have him drop you off. Never mind. It was a stupid idea. You just met me.
No, it's okay. I wouldn't mind and my parents won't be home till late.
Really?
Yeah.
Then follow me. He's probably waiting.
Is that your dad? He looks cool.
Thanks. Hey, Dad.
Hey, kiddo. Was just wondering where you were. Who's this?
I'm Morgan Draper, sir.
Nice to meet you, Miss Morgan. I'm Mr. Abraham, but you can call me in.
She needs a ride home. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Hop in. How was the first day?
Good. How about you, Morgan?
It was good.
No need to be shy, sweetheart. Now, where do you live?
I live at 7399 Westbrook. It's about a 2.5 mile walk.
2.5. That's a long way.
It's really fine. It's not that far.
Darling, that's almost 5 miles.
Would you like us to pick you up in the morning?
You really don't have to. It's fine.
You sure? My wife would love to meet you.
You would do that.
Yeah.
Oh? Teach, thank you.
Is everything okay at your home, sweetheart? You seem very skittish, not to be rude.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Here you go.
Bye, Morgan. We will pick you up at 7:30. Okay.
That late? I mean, sounds great.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can't get from you. Boy, I don't need that much, need that much. How can I tell you what I wanna do? I never needed you to give me things. I never needed you to die